hits. 16 to hit.
Yep. Come on, Bible study.
4 biblical damage.
Happy Pride. Kelnys Everdeen. Hello and welcome back to another episode of Night School. My name is Michael Vasquez and I am your GM. And if you are tuning in for the first time ever to watch one of our Intrigues of Etor episodes, no, this is not my normal look, but we are celebrating Pride Month as an organization that is proud to work with LGBTQ plus or even queer allies. We absolutely love that this platform and this game allows for people to connect as a family and choose who they want to hang out with and be open enough to have freedom just to relax and be themselves, even though it's in a fictional world. So thank you so much. If you are part of the queer family, if you are LGBTQ plus or you identify as an ally, thank you very much. We know that in this time currently in the world that we're living in, love is something we don't see very often, and we love that there are people out there who are accepting enough to allow us to love everybody and share that. So today, we're going to play a game, and you might die, but I hope you still love me.
I don't know.
I
don't know.
So,
I spoke too soon.
Personally, I am very, very proud to work with these individuals because they have accepted me and loved me for who I am, and as their DM, GM, I'm going to do my best to be fair to you today, even though I feel like I'm on top of the world. I can do whatever I want today. So, starting off with our players.
Stop looking at
Our player roll call. We have Miss Elizabeth Vick playing Kelnys.
Woo.
We have Mr. Joshua Hovda playing our resident druid Dakar. And we have our rogue on the end, Miss Catherine Flores. Kat.
Woo.
Hello. And I would like to say you look like you've been doused with some fairy fire.
I mean,
nailed him.
I'm gonna let you have that one.
But if you would like to get to know us a little bit better, you can check out some of our out of character episodes where we have a little bit more personal conversations where we let down some walls and we get a little bit more vulnerable.
Let our hair down. Just
yeah, well, what little we have. So do that. Go ahead and subscribe to our channel for all of our upcoming Intrigues of Etor episodes and upcoming episodes of Out of Character. Each one will be coming out every other week. So be sure to subscribe and hit the bell so you can be notified of all of our new episodes.
Absolutely. And once again, we can't share this content with the people that we love and that we want to include in our family if we don't get the word out that we actually exist. So help us do that. Even as small things as a like, a heart, a thumbs up, a retweet, anything you can do to help grow our family, that's all we want to do. Help us grow love by opening up and letting us have a bigger night school faculty and family.
Yeah.
Let's just ruin enrollment levels. Let's just make it like cram the school.
Yes.
First, open the schools. All right, well, we're going to go ahead and jump back in. Last time we met, our group is actually traveling from Lakota and moving into the southern settlement of Kesh. And upon arrival, they found that the city itself was barred and closed due to overcrowding. With Kelnys underground and locked away within the days of Cain, slowly trying to figure out how to escape, she found that she was let go and released by the organization, and although it took her quite a long time to figure out how to actually maneuver herself away, she found that she was being tested and given a task of helping her friends, but ultimately that somehow she has to prove herself. The unicorn itself is still underground in the Deus' organization, so we're probably going to have to figure that one out. However, up above, Dakar learned a lot more about Kimura through some friendly townsfolk.
Support your local bars.
Pride. But also, Kimura discovered from her mother that hardship has really fallen on the town. The overcrowding population has increased in the amount of illness, and the workers who typically go to the chain to deliver or to move goods that come from other islands have been disappearing, including the disappearance of her father, who she is now tracking down. Y'all led yourselves into the surrounding jungle area after you were stopped and found by one reluctant to trust Rodon, the commander of the Mala Saran. You were given the task of going to find some treasure that you had pretty much lied to him about, so you were trying to figure out how you were going to manipulate the circumstances when you ran into your friend Kelnys and found yourselves being stalked by some gnollish figures. And that's where we're going to pick up. You currently are at the campsite where you were they attempted to trap you. You have found that crate that you opened up and found the limbs and body parts that had been severed. There was a couple items in there, including some boots and a wand. And that's where we're going to start.
Mm-hmm. Well, I don't think I can carry this because it's really heavy.
Okay, I'll carry it.
But also, I thought we were going to rest.
We did.
So this is the next morning.
If y'all want to say it's the next morning, I'm fine with that.
Okay. Yeah, we'll go ahead and do that.
All right, so we're going to say that you're taking your rest. Is anybody making a watch?
I feel like I shouldn't be the one on first watch. It didn't go well last time.
Do you want to switch off watches, short watches? That way we can still...
Yeah, you take first, I'll take second.
Okay.
That way I'll be up to make breakfast.
Okay.
All right, so you're taking the first watch cue?
Yeah.
All right, so go ahead and roll me a perception check as we see how your watch goes.
Not that one.
You gotta trust in the die.
16.
16. It's fairly the same amount of activity that you had the previous night, as you kind of saw there are predatory animals within the jungle that are keeping eyes on you, but with the commotion and the slaughtering that you did, they're seemingly keeping away. You are proving to be a bigger threat in that territory. Your watch goes over and you find yourself waking up to Car to switch out.
Mm-hmm. Up and out, let's go, come on.
Alright, let's do this.
Alright, same thing to Car. If you roll me a perception check.
5.
You are really taken by the beauty of this place. It's so different than the foliage of the outskirts of the deadwood and then the actual deadwood itself that has no foliage. Just beautiful. If not a little hot.
Oh yeah. Might be the fire-breathing dragon I'm sleeping next to. We move over a little bit.
You're not supposed to be sleeping, you're supposed to be watching.
You're on watch.
That's how that goes.
But no, nothing seems to happen that night. Morning does arise. You feel the subtle temperature ever increase as you start to sweat and perspire.
Steam a little.
Steam a little bit.
I'm gonna say that Q kind of like wakes up very quickly and like just looks around to check that everybody is still there, and then just goes about.
She ain't going
Doesn't say anything, but just.
She ain't going anywhere this time.
I'll wake up gradually.
Everybody is there. You are safe.
Yeah.
No
surprises.
I separate y'all once and you'll freak out.
Breakfast is ready.
Thanks.
Well, thank you.
You're welcome.
I'm not even gonna ask this time what it is because
It didn't
It's
get you very far.
delicious. That's what it is.
while we're all eating, I'm gonna kind of take the wand out and I'm gonna kind of play with it a little bit, almost like a cat toy with Felix, just kind of like playing with it and it doesn't do anything.
So as you kind of fiddle and mess around, it doesn't seem to be doing anything noticeable. There is a kind of pulsating surge of energy that emanates into your palm, but other than that, no actual effect.
Yeah, here, Dakar, will you hold this? I'm gonna go get some stuff. That way we can start packing up and start cleaning everything up. Just
Okay.
play with Felix.
Felix, come here. I'm going to do ritual Cassio speak with animals. So I'm just going to be playing with Felix while
So you're, yeah. How exactly are you playing with Felix? Or what are you saying? You cast. Takes you a while to kind of zone in on the thoughts of a weasel. You are a weasel.
I'm guessing there's a lot of squeaking and clicking maybe to communicate
sort of.
with him. Yeah.
Yeah. What's the essence of like what you're actually trying to say though?
Oh,
I can't speak weasel, so I can't translate for you.
Are you finding this fun? Are you not entertained?
You get the essence of like he's really not entertained, and the creatures last night kind of scared him.
I'll protect you, don't worry. Oh, I'm sure Q will too.
At which point he kind of lifts up, looks to the side, and then scampers towards Q.
So I ask, what's our next move? What were y'all up to? Well, I wasn't here.
Well, we have to take this back to Rodon. So we have to do that to find our way back to the town, which might be difficult because I don't know how we got here. So there's that. Yeah, that's it for on the agenda for today. I think
we can just follow the path back.
we can try.
We came on. I hope.
We can try. Yeah.
So you're leading on back?
Yeah,
Yeah.
packing up and going back.
Should we make some kind of like
Rickshaw.
rickshaw to like drag the chest with?
I
Or
thought I was carrying the chest.
can you handle it? Okay, I don't know how big it is. Like, I know it's pretty heavy for me, but
Excuse you.
it's
Yeah, I
like
think I
heavy
can
for
handle
me.
it. I think I can handle it. Thanks.
Yeah, because I wasn't even going to try. So.
You just assumed.
Yeah, I know.
Okay, so I pick up the crate. I'm gonna follow y'all.
As you lift up the crate, underneath there is a folded piece of parchment paper.
Look!
Go and I snatch it.
What does it say? Is it a picture? What is it?
Yeah, hold on.
Look at it.
So it is written in Elvish, so you would, I believe you would know
Yeah.
Elvish.
Just making sure, but yes.
I
He doesn't
mean,
know.
who knows? You weren't allowed to speak it. It's me in Spanish. Yeah.
I know.
For another day,
Yes.
another topic. Yeah.
Check out of character.
Because we talked about stereotypes. The letter itself, it is chicken scratch, but the words that read in basic Elvish, it is a time, place, and location within the Dead Woods. And there are small little picturesque kind of drawings etched in of what looks almost like the creatures you fought last night.
Mm-hmm.
It's also a crudely drawn map in the corner that shows a way to kind of maneuver the coast and then get them through the jungle into the area behind the Great Wall of Kesh.
Okay. So into the city?
Yeah.
Okay. All right.
That's helpful.
What do you know? How lucky is that?
Oh, no, not into the city, around the wall. So like the same way that
To get
you
north
got
of the
in.
wall.
Oh,
Oh.
The same
Got
way you
it.
got past the wall.
got it. Okay. Okay, well, I'm still confused. So,
Time and
No, this is
place.
good. Go ahead.
Time, place, and location in the Deadwoods or in this forest?
In the Deadwoods.
And the map itself is where we're sort of at, showing us the way we've already gone to
Okay.
get around the wall and into
okay.
Kesh.
So if we follow it backwards,
Yes, it should work.
Should it get
Okay.
us back in?
all right.
Get us back in. I haven't been in.
Yeah. Okay. Well, there we go.
Okay.
So you begin following the map,
Mm-hmm.
tracing it backwards?
Yeah.
Right. You notice that it is leading you along the rougher edge where the drop-off point is. So for you, Kelnys, you've actually followed this before when you were trying to find...
Just didn't realize it.
So you're heading back closer to where that archway is.
Okay.
Okay.
So whoever's leading, I need to do a survival check.
I'll be leading. 9.
You roughly get an idea of the shape of the map. It is not an actually accurate to scale, and you feel like you're going in the correct direction.
Okay.
It's only slightly better than yours was.
You hear the wind start to pick up, and you venture a guess that you're probably close to the edge of the drop-off.
Makes sense.
This is kind of the direction I came from.
What did it lead? So this was the underground thing?
And there was a trap door. God, should we go?
No. Focus.
One thing at a time.
Okay.
Yeah. Yeah, I think we should focus, but I will have to go back at one point in time.
Okay. So what is it that you need to do in order to go back?
Well, the unicorn is still there, and I feel like we need the unicorn.
But you said you needed to do something.
Yeah. Well, in order to get the unicorn, I have to fight some of the people there.
Oh.
Which didn't go well before.
Practice. Is that it? Okay. Dakar, you should fight her.
Focus.
Oh,
How about she picks a fight with like some guards in town or something like that?
No, I'm already in a lot of trouble in town. You shouldn't do that. Just
Yeah.
lay
Just stroll
low.
into town. Where are all the fighters at?
Just walk in and punch a guard. No.
I feel like that also might get me tired and
True. That's true. Yeah, we'll walk back, go to Rodon. You think this is enough? This just the chest? You think it's enough without the money? Or do you think he's gonna want the money too?
I mean, he said he just wanted the chest.
He did say the money or something better. The chest is better, right?
are dead body parts better than money? I don't know.
He seemed
I don't know the guy.
And the boots?
It might be better.
The boots? Are y'all giving him the boots?
I don't know.
I don't know either.
But they won't fit me. They're not like.
I don't need boots.
I mean, if I have a blowout, maybe I could use them.
Blowout.
And my owl poo-ridden boots, like since they are older.
That is not the word I use for blowout. Like, you're wearing a diaper?
If I get a flat tire.
Are you on a Segway?
You heard it here. Dakar has depends.
I think that's a 5th level spell.
I mean, the boots should be more. The boots should be better than 250 gold, right? Yeah, it should be better. Do we have a plan on like what?
What if you're unsure about the boots, what if you give him the chest? The chest is nice. Is the chest nice?
It's cedar.
Sure.
It's wood.
Mahogany.
Thick mahogany.
Yeah, it's a nice chest.
And it's got the body parts.
It's got the body parts.
Which I don't know if that's better than gold, but I mean, it means something. Is there something on the body parts that signify this guy's a wizard?
The only thing that you found last time was that engraved symbol that was
In the boots.
inside the boot.
So you might have to.
But I think that might be enough. I think it might
With the
be
boots,
enough.
okay.
Yeah. I mean, I'm good with that. I don't need the boots. I don't need the boots.
Let's do that.
Okay.
And then if he wants the money, I don't know what you need to do.
I mean, if he wants money, I don't know what we're gonna do.
I think if he wants money, we'll pay him.
Well, okay.
Yeah.
Then we'll pay him.
Okay.
All right.
Great.
We are okay. Keep walking.
We keep following you?
Yes.
Keep trying. And are you still trying to head into the city?
Yeah.
Or are you following the map?
Well, we would be following the map.
Around the wall into the city.
Mm-hmm.
Roll me one more, and this time you have disadvantage. Okay. As you really don't know where you are. You tried your best with the map, and now you're really lost.
Not sure where on the map we are.
10.
It's a lot of canopy. Doesn't really seem like it's making a break.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, this chest is kind of getting heavy. Are we close? I haven't been to the city.
I mean, I don't know if this map was going the right direction.
Mm.
This is going... We've been walking for a long time. I don't think we should have been walking for this long. But it's been a long time since I've been in these
parts.
Yeah. So, does anything look familiar? Like to anybody else?
I mean, I was just really focused on getting away from the edge. So.
Okay. Well, if we're so close to the edge, maybe just going away from the edge, maybe we can get closer to the city. I'm not sure where we are, but that seems like a good...
Seems like the right way to go.
Okay. So...
Can someone climb a tree and see if they, is the city under the tree line? Could you climb a tree and see if you see what direction we should go?
Sure, I can try.
I'm not really a climber.
Felix is a climber.
Yeah, but I can't talk to Felix.
I can.
Alright, let's try it. Okay. So, kind of like get Felix and put him on the tree.
So you're telling Felix to climb for her?
Yeah, like to see if you can see which direction the city's in from the top of the trees.
Yeah, I would say it's really not going to be hard for the weasel to climb this tree.
Yeah.
It's gripped enough where he can shimmy on up. Like a fun little squirrel, this weasel just kind of scampers around and does a few little turns around the trunk of the trees. These are pretty narrow. However, when you get to the top, you see him disappear into the full green foliage that kind of just erupts out of the top canopy. A minute goes by. 2 minutes go by.
You
made me lose Felix.
Is he talking to you? Is he telling
He's,
you?
he's not saying anything.
Should you ask him something?
Felix, what do you see?
Or are we close to the
You
city?
hear some birds.
Uh-oh.
There's quite a bit of noise and movement as the tree begins to shift back and forth slightly. And then you see this white streak just start scurrying down frantically as it jumps off and lands in Q's arms. You can feel its heart just pulsating and beating.
What did you do?
I think he saw something.
Well,
I didn't do anything. I was down here.
can you ask him? I can't talk to...
What did you see, Felix?
Like, are you looking at my hand?
That's what
Where
Felix
is
is.
Felix is over there.
Felix is over there.
You kind of focus and emanate your mind onto Felix, and you can hear that just inner voice coming back to you. That's fear. Bird attacked him really close, but then after he calms down just for a brief moment, there are two different locations that are sticking out of the canopy itself. Further to the northeast, you have an open area of the canopy where there is a dip in where you can see like it kind of opens up and there's a way to see around yourself. And then further to the southwest, there is a larger opening.
I relay that information.
Well, then we need to go to the southwest. That's where that's probably where it is. Where we need to go. So I'm like coddling him. I don't like that idea. It's pretty cool though. Like I've never met anybody who could talk to him. That's really cool.
Why I didn't see either one of us scampering up that
He's
tree, so.
terrified. He's terrified, just so you know.
Well,
But thank you, that's cool.
you're welcome.
Alright.
You can make your way to the southwest.
Mm-hmm.
It's about an hour and a half before you finally start hearing the sounds of life and people, and you do make yourself to the outskirts of the shopping huts that surround the perimeter of Kesh.
Okay. Would I know where to find Rodon?
I mean, there's a good chance he'd probably be in the military barracks.
Okay. So I say we head there.
Okay.
I think you should go first. Because you are really intimidating.
Okay. I don't know where they are. Can you point me in the direction?
Yes, and I point you in the direction.
Okay.
Right, as you make your way over to where the front of the gate is, there was that one open doorway that led into the commissary where the guards first gave you a little bit of grief and you had walked away. You actually would go through that door to get into the barracks.
Okay.
Should I knock? Should I just walk right in?
It's actually an open door.
Okay. I'll walk right in. I'll walk right in.
So as you pull right in, you open in to the right, there is a cutout, almost, you would think of it like I said before, when you met Zola, that kind of concession stand of it's built into the rock. The rock itself becomes an open desk where behind, on the other side, is a human male in full Malasaran guard attire. He kind of sees you come in and just eyes the chest.
Where's Rodan? Rodan, where is he?
I'm not sure. He usually doesn't come in. Can I help you?
Where is he?
He could be on patrol. He could be.
He's not here right now.
We'll wait.
I'm sorry. Who are you?
Who are you?
I'm Colin. I run the commissary.
Well, not very well. You don't know where this guy is.
It's not my job to know where he is.
You run this place.
I run this shop.
Oh, what do you have here?
I'm sorry. Who
What do you
are?
sell?
Well, goods. They store. Food, clothing, tools. What? I don't know. What are you looking for?
I'd love to buy a weapon.
Okay. Well, I kind of need a little bit more information. I can't just give a weapon to anybody. Who are you?
Well, I don't live here.
I'm sorry. Are you with her?
Yes.
And who is she?
She's somebody who really needs to talk to Rodan right now. So, if you see him, let him know that Q is waiting. Let's go.
All right, let's go.
Wait a minute. You don't want a weapon?
I'll come back.
Okay.
Y'all, I'm down a hand axe. So when we go back, I'd like to get something.
Okay.
So where are we going? Where am I carrying this chest now?
Well, you know what? Let's relax for a little bit. I mean, you can go to Tiana's for a little bit. And just...
You're gonna love Tiana.
Yeah. Don't believe everything she says. Just... we'll wait for a little bit. We can ask around and see where he might be.
Okay. Should I? I'm gonna carry this with me.
Yeah, it's important.
I'm gonna go check on our parents first.
Got it. Okay. I don't want to go to too many places, so I have a very I'm only gonna go here or somewhere else. I don't want to be walking around. So, all right. You know where we'll be.
Yeah, I'll meet you there.
Okay.
So as you head over, Tiana's is going to be closer. So you begin making your way to the center stock area and heading to the household, but you make it to the shack, the rather nice looking shack out of all shacks here, and you are back at Tiana's Tinctures. As you step in, the place is empty, which never really is quite that full, but all of the bottles that lined the back shelves are now in different crates and packed up, and you can see that there are different citizens who are kind of gathering the boxes and are moving them out, and Tiana has a clipboard and is kind of taking an inventory and directing the traffic.
So as I walk in, I ask, "Oh, what's going on?"
Q, you're back! Oh my god, who are you? And she kind of walks up and immediately puts her hands on the top of your breastbone, and she kind of just feels the musculature of your arms.
I back up a little.
Oh, I'm so sorry. It's just, you are intriguing.
Thank you.
Are you two?
No.
You gotta settle down sometime.
No, I don't. Thank you. But what's going on?
Oh, sorry, we have to move shop. They're gonna demolish this place.
Oh. Why?
Well, apparently they're gonna be building new shops and new little stores to help bring up the morale.
Huh.
What's wrong with the morale?
What's wrong with the morale?
I'm not from here.
Look around, honey.
Well, it's not great, but we haven't.
Take a
haven't
whiff.
Been...
Take an aroma in your nose.
No, we were just asked to clear out. They're going to be demolishing and rebuilding over the next couple of weeks. So till then, I'm actually going to be put up in the commissary.
Huh. Okay. Well. All right then. Is there somewhere we can sit outside? Just.
I mean, you're welcome to sit here. I mean, the building itself is probably not going to get demolished right now, but I do have to clear out. Rodon made it really clear that we have to get all of these shops cleared.
Rodon,
where is he?
I'm not sure. He was here earlier this morning. Just kind of bounced around to a couple of us and gave us the edict that we needed to move to the commissary. He seemed quite insistent, actually, that we get it done quickly.
Wait, so how many people are moving to the commissary?
I'm not sure. He kind of bounced around some of the outskirt buildings, but he's very happy he came here first. I'm thinking we might be the first wave. Maybe they're going to start construction with a few of us that get the higher clientele and then slowly work their way out.
What are they gonna build with?
Well, I guess tools or...
What materials? Where is it all coming from?
I would imagine it's coming off of the shipments that go off the chain.
The chain?
Oh, it's like a delivery system between islands. Where there's a chain that connects the islands, and it comes over, and that's how everybody gets their things.
Everybody.
Well, that's how we get our things. And then we distribute some of those things. But, I mean, we don't get compensated very well, obviously.
But everybody gets something?
Some get more than others.
But that's how life is.
Is it?
Well, yeah, I mean, the world isn't fair. It's no secret to that. Some people get more than others.
Okay.
I'm sorry, I really have to get back. I don't want to upset Rodon if we're not cleared out by tonight.
Okay. Well, good luck.
Make yourself at home.
Mm-hmm.
She goes back.
I set the chest down and I sit myself down on a stool.
Okay. I sit on the chest. Just to make sure nothing happens to it.
Doesn't get moved out with the rest of the stuff.
Oddly enough, the smell that emanates off of those body parts that have just been heated up in that forest kind of blends in with the scent of the town.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not really pulling that many eyes.
Yeah. This is weird. It's weird, right? That they're moving people all to a certain spot.
Oh, all people?
Well, no, like the shops and stuff.
I mean, I don't know enough about this town, but I mean, to improve morale, is Rodon a guy who's gonna improve morale? Is he gonna go out of his way to make things better?
No.
So I think this is bogus.
Me too.
I don't.
I don't like it. I don't like it.
I don't know how much rounding up of people he's doing, but that's usually not a great thing.
Yeah, it's not. By the way, I'm really glad you're back.
Thanks. It's good to be back.
I really thought you had left.
Well, I had, but really it was for good. Like, it was good intentions. I really was trying to go get the unicorn for y'all.
Yeah. I'm just, yeah. Good to have you. Okay.
So do we go back to the commissary?
Well, maybe we should actually go where Dakar went to go check on our families, see if they've heard anything about this whole relocation thing.
Okay.
Okay. Yeah. Can you pick up the chest again? Sure. I'll get off.
Pick it back up.
Meanwhile, up at the treetops, as you scale up that ladder and you get to the opening where you Well, actually, did you ever get to meet? I can't remember if you actually got to meet Q's parents.
I've met Mom, not Dad, because Dad's not here.
Okay, yeah, you did go there though.
Mhm.
You jumped together. So you pull back into that opening room. It is still crowded, and there are still many, many people who are laid out on pallets on the floors, sick, hurt, wounded, but bandaged and tended to by the others.
No one I recognize?
No one that, I mean, other than the multitude of people that were there before that you never really met, but they're there still.
Does anyone seem to be in charge?
There is a familiar person who is tending to the sick. Heavy plated, or heavy armor, not really plated. Tiefling, black tent.
Concern, is it?
Oh, yes. Dakar?
Yes. Yeah, Q's friend. Do you know where her mom is?
Sorry, she was summoned away.
By...
I'm not sure. The Malsaran came with a missive for her.
Oh, okay. Do you happen to know where my parents may be?
Oh, yes, actually, they were moving them over to the barricades on the other side. There's too many sick here. We didn't want to contaminate them and have them catch any illnesses, so we thought it best to move them to a different household.
Oh, okay. So they're just at another treetop somewhere.
Yes.
Oh,
It's about 6 or 7 down if you just follow the winding path.
Oh, okay. Towards the chain?
Yes.
Okay. That seems easy enough. Is there anything I can do to help out while I'm here?
Unless you have some kind of skill with illness. I'm maxing out what I can do every day.
I have some skill, like with healing, not so much illness though.
I mean, if you can do whatever you can do, most of these people are just, if not tired, suffering from exhaustion, malnutrition. I'm surprised many of them actually live this long.
But how many are suffering from malnutrition?
Just by looking around that room. Actually, you know what? Make a medicine check.
It's the second one. Don't use that dice anymore.
3.
You look around and everybody in that room looks like they're on the verge of death. Apart from you and Concern.
About how many people is it?
In that whole room?
Yeah.
Up to 40.
Okay.
Yeah, when we say Kesh is overcrowded, Kesh is overcrowded.
Okay. I'm gonna just start with anybody who's alert and start feeding good berries.
Okay.
To them.
So you're casting and making your good berries and kind of feeding throughout?
Correct.
Yeah, you could get everybody. It's just going to take you quite a long time because you'd have to recast.
Yeah.
And feed.
I'll do that.
Yeah. So while you are tending to this and feeding around, the two of you will actually show up.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, hey guys. Just helping out some of the Kalakeshians. Concern. I'm helping Concern here. He said your mom got called away.
By who?
By who again?
The Malsaran. I'm not sure. It was just 2 guards came in, handed her a piece of paper, and she looked quite flustered and eagerly went off with them.
Eagerly.
Well, yeah. I mean,
Okay. Well, like willingly, not like forcefully.
Oh yeah.
Okay. Well, she wasn't like under arrest or anything.
Oh no.
Okay.
They seemed quite polite to her.
Okay.
In which direction did they go?
That's a brush of fresh air.
Well, I guess I'm not sure. They went down, so somewhere on the ground level.
Okay. Well, I'm gonna go try to see if I can figure out where they took her. Do you want to stay with Dakar, or?
I don't know that there's much I can do here.
We just need to keep watch on the on the chest, and I don't know if you want to carry it all over.
I'll go with you with the chest.
Okay. All right. You're like walking around town with a huge boombox.
Basically, when it comes down to it.
I have a story about that.
I'm assuming there's somewhere that the Malasaran is like. I'm gonna go back to like their headquarters or like their main gathering point.
You're welcome back to go right back to the commissary.
Yes. Going right back to the commissary.
So to give you some more information, because you would have already been there. So when you come through the gates, that checkpoint is where the main hold is. That building right there to the left is where the windway comes in, and they load up and ship out. But to protect that area where nobles would actually come from if they were visiting or traveling, that's where the most presence would be of the guard.
Okay.
So all the offices, the mayoral office is there. You have the commissary, which is where the goods are then taken off of the chain, divided up. The really crappy part of the goods are left there, and that's where people can shop if they want to buy from what's coming off of the chain. Everything else that's in the outside perimeter is from what people have gathered or brought of their own.
Okay, got it. Okay, so that one place wasn't just the commissary. It was...
Yeah. The first thing you do when you walk in would be where citizens could actually just enter for free.
Okay.
Any further than that, you probably would be questioned about why you're traveling throughout.
Okay. Alright. So, we go there, and I walk past the commissary and go...
Colin kind of sees you coming and goes, Miss, you can't go back there.
About it.
We're just browsing,
Don't worry about
thanks.
it.
No, but the goods are over here. There's nothing back there, miss. You can't go back there.
Oh, let's go.
Up.
We'll be back. I'm gonna come buy something. Keep going.
Wait. And you see him get up, and you see him immediately start leaving as if he's walking around. As you pass by the open commissary desk area, there is a long hallway that extends, and a door opens, and you see him come out. And he actually stands in front of you. Says, No. You can't go back here. Civilians aren't allowed back here.
Why not?
I need to talk to somebody. I need to figure out where Lysira is.
Sorry, but unless you have authority here within the Malasaran or your commanding officer, you are not going back here.
Though it's fine. I don't need to go back there. I need to talk to somebody who has Syra.
So how about you go back there? Because you're already partially back there.
Roll a persuasion check.
Oh.
Okay, but you're gonna have to sit up in the front. You can't.
Okay, that's fine.
I put the chest down.
Hop right back up on the chest.
He kind of walks over, opens up a door that's a few feet down, and on the other side of the hallway, you hear some mumbling, and then two other guards step into the hallway and kind of barricade, and you see him run to the very far end, starts knocking. A door opens, you see him walk in, and it closes.
There are people back there.
Yeah.
I'm waiting for him to come back.
About 10 minutes of waiting. Door opens, and you see a rather plump and rotund Rodon stalk down the hallway.
Here comes somebody.
Oh, that's him. Rodon.
This guy said he didn't know where he was.
I know. I'm telling you, don't trust anybody.
I better get a good deal on an axe.
This had better be about my money, and it had better be about whatever that treasure is that you promised me.
Check
Well-
out this chest.
Yeah, it's about that ore. The chest. We found your chest.
What's in it?
You open it and see.
I hop off and I open it. I'm like, this is your chest. I followed the map, my own map, of course. I knew where it was. This is all that was in there.
Pretty impressive, right?
What the hell is this?
I don't know, but
check out the
it must
boots.
have been very, very important to you.
I'm not one to judge.
This is disgusting.
I
This is
agree.
disgusting!
I agree.
Where's my money?
You didn't.
Well, to be fair, you said your money or something better like the chest.
This is not a treasure.
You know what? I had
This is a murder.
These
These are all murders.
I agree.
You know I could book you for this.
No, it was the hunter.
Okay, Q didn't do it. We got attacked by these creatures who obviously were gnawing on these body parts.
Yeah.
Do you see what's attached to the body parts?
I see a creature here in front of me that has teeth that could easily be gnawing on something like that.
Or
And you
are
strangers
you?
show up into Kesh and you are associating with a known criminal. I might just throw you in a cell today.
Did you see the
Just
boots?
for the enjoyment of it.
You know what? I had a feeling that you weren't gonna like what was in the chest because, to be honest, I was appalled when I saw this. So we do have your money. The Descartes is on his way, and I kind of
He's on
He's
his
on
way. He's on his way.
Descartes. He's on his way.
I'm gonna pull out my horn and think about Dakar, and I'm gonna toot my horn.
Jakar, where are you waiting right now?
I would guess I'm probably still feeding people.
You are in the middle of feeding and hand feeding some soup as Concern is lecturing you on how you have this really natural talent for empathy. And in the middle of the conversation, as he's kind of trying to pick apart who you really are, this loud erupting horn sound just rings throughout your ears and you drop the bowl. But nobody else in the room seems to move.
Did nobody hear that?
Oh, sorry, that was me talking. I was saying that you're really, really gifted in this. Have you ever thought about studying divine arts?
I mean, it is crossed my mind now, along with that horn that's blowing. Does nobody hear that?
I'm sorry, a horn?
Yeah, there was a horn sound.
Perhaps you need to take a break. Here, I'll finish the rest of this, but are you okay?
I mean, I think so. But I feel like I need to investigate this sound real quick, since I think I know what it may be.
You do that. And thanks again.
I'll come back to help more.
You see, there's concern on his face.
It is concerned.
I've done my job. So I'm gonna head towards where I think I heard it coming from.
Definitely was emanating from the front of the Kesh area towards the commissary.
I'm gonna head that way.
Back of the commissary. Rose.
He's on his way. But would you look at these boots, please?
Kind of pulls one of the boots that's still attached to the leg.
That's the one. We found it. There's two of them.
And just kind of throws it in the chest.
Can you please?
If I don't have my money within the hour, not only am I going to throw you in jail, but I'm going to throw your whole family in jail.
What did they do? Which is also why we're here. But, I mean, we can come back to that.
That's what they did. They gave birth to you, and that's why you're here, plaguing my life.
This guy. Okay.
What about this guy?
Did you look inside the boot?
There's a foot!
So take the boot off.
Oh, I'm taking the boots, but that's not changing the deal. I want my money.
It's on its way.
In the meantime.
Just for reference, what is the size?
For the two of them,
Yes.
you're definitely about half a foot taller than
Okay.
Rodon, but he's got some weight on you.
Okay. But I don't know to be worried about
No,
that.
no.
Just for me.
Yeah. Oh, he could squash you like a bug.
No,
Q.
like- Okay.
Yeah, for you, he's got a good foot.
Okay. Alright. Like I said, it's on its way. We thought these boots were pretty cool. There's some kind of emblem or something on there, and somebody said something about a wizard. And I didn't know what that emblem meant, so I thought maybe you would know, Because you were so smart.
There
Good
are no
information.
wizards here.
I didn't think so either. I was confused when somebody said that.
So what does the marking mean?
It's not my business. He's dead. But it's mine, property and confiscation. We'll just put it in the commissary and we'll sell it to somebody who wants it.
Oh, so you are taking the boots, just for, like,
So that
for
should
the record. So, how much are the boots worth?
take it away from the total.
That's not how it works.
And I thought...
Dakari, at this point, you would come in.
Oh.
Guys, did you hear that?
Oh, you mean the jingling of the money that we are paying Rodon right now? It was 250 gold, I believe. The car.
Absolutely.
All right, Rodon, I told you. I have your money. Here it is.
So I'm gonna hand the 250 to Q.
I don't want there to be any question.
I close the chest and I sit down on it.
Rodine goes to push you out of the way and just kind of grabs the money out of your hands.
It's all yours. It's all yours, Rodon.
And you're giving him the 250?
I'd like to buy an axe.
So are we good?
Till you screw up again.
Where's your mom?
Yeah, coming back to that, circling back, full circle. I heard my mom was summoned for something. She got like a paper from some guards.
You're right. She did get summoned.
Where is she?
That's her business.
Well, I mean, so I can't see her.
You can see her whenever she's done.
Done with.
Are you still not learning how this works,
I
little
mean,
girl?
I know how it works. Excuse me, I'm a little worried. She's my family. It'd be nice to know just where she is and that she's safe.
She's under my protective custody.
Did she do something?
No. We're remodeling the outer shop areas and we're going to give her a place of residence to actually work.
I did hear about that. Okay.
Turns out your mother's kind of a celebrity around here.
I mean, she's amazing. That's why. She is kind of like the best y'all have aside from you, Rodon, of course. She just heals everyone. I'm just saying. I mean, what would you do if you didn't have a doctor?
Turns, scoffs, and then begins to walk away from you. You hear the clinking of one coin at a time. 1, 2.
Oh my god.
It was all too
Probably.
I'm still very uneasy about all of this, but you wanted to buy a hand axe?
I want to buy an
Or
axe
you want
of
to buy
some
something?
You see Colin sneak back over. He's like, "Oh, okay. Well, if you wouldn't mind coming back around, I can do business over here with you."
Okay.
So-
I'm gonna shove the chest further down that hallway.
Ah!
I'm sorry. My apologies.
Sorry. She makes very fast sentences. We're not here to make any trouble. Just here to.
That guy.
No.
At which point you see him kind of pull out the dilapidated skin wrapped around a mangled foot out of a boot and kind of throw it back in the chest, and he pulls out the other one and then walks back into his shop and he kind of sets them on the counter. So what is it that I can do for you?
What kind of weapons do you have?
I mean, pretty much we have your whole life. What is it that you work with? Perhaps I can find something.
I'd love an axe of some sort.
Oh, yeah, clearly. Do you have a range of what you're spending?
Well, This would be, well, this is my first monetary transaction.
Okay.
I believe in you.
So we have all sorts of sizes of axes. We got those small ones, kind of medium-sized ones. We got big ones. You look like a big one.
I love a big one.
Okay. So we can give you a great axe. I mean, we have a couple of those.
How much?
Oh. Kind of looks around. 45 gold pieces.
Could you make a deal? What if I don't have that much?
This really is your first monetary transaction. Normally, if you don't have the money, then I don't give you the item. But I mean, we have other things. How much money do you have to spend?
Well, if I spend it all, then I don't have any.
Okay.
You're doing great.
I mean, we have this smaller axe, and he pulls out this little like hatchet type hand axe. It's only 5 gold pieces.
I hold it. Like, I don't think this is gonna do.
I know, not.
Thank you.
Not quite. I mean, and he goes back and pulls out. He hands you another one. It's not really ornately made. It's crudely crafted, but you're able to hold it in one hand. It has a little more girth to it than your longsword. You can feel there's a lot of weight and definitely would pack a punch with a nice swing. And I can give you this one, 27 gold pieces.
What about 21 gold pieces?
That's a good number.
I mean, we brought you those boots. And they're nice boots.
I mean, honestly, they are really, really nice, but
You could have the boots.
They would look really
roll
good
a
on
perception or a persuasion check. At advantage, girl, because
Does that mean I get to roll twice?
you. Yes.
them some really nice boots.
Okay, hang on. 17.
He kind of leans in.
I won't tell.
I mean, you absolutely can't tell him.
I won't.
Okay, so
That guy's a jerk. Shh. That guy's a jerk.
I shouldn't tell you this, but most of the goods here are marked up in price, and we're told to sell them at an inflated rate. So
So who gets the extra money?
technically the Empire does, but it never leaves Kesh.
Are they using that money to rebuild?
I don't know. That's above my pay grade. Honestly, I'm just here to watch the books and to help out. But
And to fudge the books. Not anything against you. I realize you're in a tough spot.
look, I'd rather us not be talking about it anymore. I'm just saying. I'll give you the axe. I get the boots, and we never talk about this again.
I think that's a great deal. Shake on it? I'll be gentle.
So you now have a battle axe.
Okay.
And he was just like,
My baby's all grown up.
Did y'all see that?
That's
so proud of you.
I still have money.
Oh, that's the best.
Thank
you-
you for your help.
Did you want the symbol patch?
Sure. You know what? That's probably a good idea so you don't get incriminated.
He kind
I
of
appreciate
cuts it
your
out, pulls out this piece of fabric that has that symbol in it.
And you might want to do the other boot also.
Yeah. You also might not want to flash that around.
Do you know what it means?
I mean, yeah, that's kind of a dark society.
What society?
The Venom Society?
Sounds dark. What do you know about it?
Well, I know that they work in secret, but let's just say they're tied into shadier dealings.
Are they here?
I hope not, but
Well, like in
if you
this
found,
town.
well, I hope not. But if you found the boot somewhere close by, I'd imagine that the owner would have been a part of there. Did you see where the rest of the owner was?
I'm assuming eaten. Those were nasty creatures. But if they're so dark, it's probably good that he's been eaten. Or partially eaten. What, you say it's a dark group, in what way?
Well, I mean, their main way of appeasing their deity is through treachery. Doesn't bode well when you see the Spider Queen's emblem on something.
Okay. How do you come to know so much about this? I'm not judging. I really appreciate the information.
I really think you should go.
Thank you.
I appreciate your help.
And as you start walking out, Colin kind of reaches over and tugs on Q's sleeve and says, "You know, he's not lying. Everybody in this town loves your mother. And if he says that he's protecting her or he's sheltering her, he does mean it.
Okay.
If anything were to happen to your mom
The city would go up in flames.
and rode on with it."
All right. Thank you.
I would ask before I would set it on fire.
I would ask you to set it on fire.
Okay.
So you make your way with your axe.
Thanks for your help.
As we walk out, Q hands Dakar like a little sheet of paper, like, because I really appreciate it. Thank you. I mean, that's as good as 250 gold right there.
Is it an IOU?
Yes.
Gonna keep that one safe.
Yeah.
One free favor.
One free hug.
All right, so with new weapon in hand and more information that you don't understand, what are y'all doing?
Well, did you ever find your parents? That's where you went.
No, I sort of got distracted. I went back to where we ran into your mom last time, and I was helping
Concern?
concern with the townsfolk since your mom wasn't there. But he said my parents had been moved to a hut, a safer hut, towards the chain.
All right. Did he say if they were better or like worse?
I didn't ask that,
Okay.
but if they're not in the bad area, I'm assuming they're better. At least I hope so.
Okay. They're not in the corn tree.
Yes.
Oh my gosh.
They're not
You were holding
tree.
on to that one.
Corn tree zone.
Would you like to go and see them?
I mean that's where I was gonna head now, unless
I mean,
unless Tiana wanted to tell me anything else.
Tiana's a little
She's-
busy.
she's
one of
packing
the
up
ones
shop.
being relocated for the
Oh.
new.
Relocated.
Yeah, she said they're moving her over here to commissary.
Interesting.
It is.
Remodeling.
I mean, it's gotta be good.
Well, I feel like grouping people doesn't always turn out well. That seems to be what I'm noticing.
Well, let's go see your parents.
Yeah.
You have a new, your a weight lifted off your shoulder.
Just bouncing,
skipping.
skipping. Dreads in the wind.
Twirling my battle axe.
Alright, as you make your way towards where you believe your parents are, going up into the new hut, climbing up into this this treetop canopy, you see that it separates off into multiple directions, especially 2 other large huts that are suspended treetop that connect directly to this one. It is remarkably empty compared to the other ones further up.
So much room for activities.
I mean, there's still people in there, but it is rather light in capacity. And you do see your father laying on a pallet and your mother beside him.
Mom, how's Dad doing?
Same as always.
I guess it's not worse.
I think we've had it better.
I think she's talking about the smell.
Oh yeah, there's a bit of an odor here.
I'm not complaining. We're safe, and the people around here do seem to band together.
Did Jago and the halflings get in with you?
The children?
Yes. Yes. Are they over here somewhere?
I'm not sure. We got separated.
Oh, okay. Well, it'll be easy to find him. Is there anything you need?
I mean, clothing, food, materials, a better house, a husband who works. I don't know. Is there anything on those lists that you can knock out for me, son?
Maybe. I can start on that list right now.
I'm sorry. I don't mean to snap.
I like your mom more. Has anyone taken a look at Dad here?
That tiefling fellow for a little bit did. There wasn't much that he could do, and I'm not shocked by that. He did mention that he's not the strongest in his order, and that he could take word or send word to his superiors in Braska. Maybe they would have some kind of divine magic that could help heal him. You'd have to talk with him.
I wonder how much it is to get them on the windway up to the north. See if maybe we can find help there.
Can people get on the windway?
I mean, it costs money, but I don't know. Maybe if we do some things here, get some money, maybe we can.
You would know, living in Kesh, it's about 30 gold a ticket per person to board, and that 30 gold would just get you to the wall. Once you get to the wall, there is a checkpoint where you would be asked to disembark if you don't have some sort of edict or privilege that allows you passage.
Got it.
Would I know where about Braska is?
You've never been to the north?
I don't know.
I'm guessing your friend Dan isn't gonna help us out with that.
No, he hates me.
I don't think they're friends.
No, not at all. He wants me dead.
I noticed.
Yeah.
What's the deal with that?
I mean, I played a lot of tricks, pranks, getting him out of the city, just because he's not
very
the
nice.
greatest person to have around. The city's kind of in shambles whenever he's around. He's not the best at decision making, so getting him out of the city is usually what works best. Hence the map from before. That's what that was. So, yeah.
Who put him in charge?
Well, the Malkoas are on. I mean, I don't know how that works. I don't believe there was an election, and if there was, I did not participate.
Well, that's on you.
Vote.
So, I don't know. I feel for your parents, and I'm worried about my dad still being out there, and I don't know where he is. So, I want to help. I need to find mine too.
Your father also.
Yeah, I know your mom really hates it here, but it's at least safe.
Exactly.
So, it'd be nice if she didn't insult my entire upbringing.
I mean,
When I'm really only just trying to help.
I'm sure you get used to that odor.
It makes me feel really bad. So.
Dear, I'm right here.
I know. I'm just saying.
So stop. Please?
Dakar, perhaps you and your friends would want to go outside and play.
I'm gonna go back and talk to Concern.
Oh,
See if I can get any more information from him to help Dad.
Do that.
I will.
I'll follow him.
no disrespect, Miss Dakar's mom, but you seem rather ungrateful. And you seem not so concerned that Dakar's dad is in this state, more angry at Dakar for it. And I just wanted you to know that I noticed that. So, alright. Let's go talk to Concern.
Okay.
She throws a dagger. Roll for initiative, bitches.
Damn it, she's a rogue! Did you know that?
Alright, so where are you off to?
To go talk to Concern.
Well,
Okay.
Yeah.
Following.
I just want you to know we're interrupting him again. Or you're interrupting him again. This is hard work what he's doing. So
Well, I was
in and out.
I was helping him earlier.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. And then I heard this noise, I felt there was a calling.
That was me.
It was.
Good job.
Oh.
Thanks for listening.
I mean, I couldn't help it.
Sorry.
Okay. Impressed that he's taking the time to help the people who live in Kesh.
So as you make your way back treetop side, are you going treetop or
Can I go treetop?
Yeah, they're connected.
Treetop it.
Yeah. So as you go
To the corn tree.
Never get away from that. Each of the huts that are suspended they're suspended and delved into that fungal tree. And then they have basically wooden perimeters that are built around them for walkways, and then there's suspended bridges in between. So this one is connected. So as you bounce your 6 houses to the rather large corn tree, as it is called, you notice that Concern is actually outside, sitting on a crate that is on the upper walkway. Legs folded, eyes closed, and just kind of in a deep meditative prayer.
I think he's praying.
I'm just gonna wait over here.
Should I wait? Yeah, I'll wait.
Yeah, I think you should.
I'll wait.
I hear you. It's okay.
Sorry.
No. I just needed a moment, but clearly that one's passed.
I've heard great things about you.
I'm sorry, who are you?
My name's Kelnys.
Oh. It's a pleasure.
I'm gonna go over here.
Have you eaten today, Concern? Do you need something to eat?
Oh, I'm actually on fast.
That sounds horrible.
I mean, it's not pleasant, but it is a devotion that we do to help us meet the glory of our wonderful divine. I mean, she grants us with these gifts. And through that, we can do miracles. Seems like a small sacrifice.
It's very giving.
Do you have a deity that you follow?
I mean, I feel like nature is my religion.
I don't want to press, but are you a follower of the Little Leaf?
I wouldn't say I'm a follower of anybody, but I always feel like there's this tree back at home that I would go meditate in, and like I feel the presence of numerous, I guess, entities. It's like a real out of body experience. It's hard to explain.
Oh no, I completely understand. Now, when you say meditate in a tree,
Yes, it was where I was born.
Truly,
Well,
your mother gave birth to you in a tree.
no. My parents found me in a tree.
Oh,
Yeah, like
I
they
apologize. I didn't know. Is this a tough subject for you?
No, not at all. I was in the tree when I was birthed.
We'll come back to that.
I mean, it's like I said, it's hard to explain. I was little.
I hope so.
My ears were really small.
You said that you felt entities when you meditate. Do they ever speak with you?
They do, but with any dreams, like sometimes I remember them better than others. But sometimes I have the same dream over and over again. So they're a little bit more memorable.
You see him kind of turn his body and shift it to look at you, and he gets onto his knees on the crate, kind of reaches out his hand and goes for your forehead. He kind of plants it right on the brim of your brow, closes his eyes, and you begin hearing him mutter in a language unknown to you. And then there is this visible yellowish aura that kind of emanates around your body for a brief moment. And then right at the haversack, it glows deep purple. And he kind of looks at you. Are you a spellcaster?
Did I just kill this for a second? Like it felt like I flamed on.
Do you know magic?
My mom told me not to answer that question.
I have to ask just because of my duty here. Do you know why people are disappearing?
I believe because there's evil going on in the jungle.
Roll a persuasion check. As you can see, there's a torn look in his eye.
I told you not to roll the dice anymore.
4.
You see him reach, and he grabs the handle of this iron mace that kind of sits on the side of his
Q
hip.
starts walking up.
Are you involved with these disappearances, Dakar?
I'm not. I just got here a day ago.
Releases the mace. That is true.
I'm just here trying to help my parents and Q's family. We still need to find Q's dad, and he's one of the ones that's disappeared. So if anything, I'm looking for people who have disappeared.
What do you know about these disappearances? I didn't realize people were disappearing. I've heard about disappearances.
From who?
Yeah, from who?
Yeah.
From a half-orc.
When did we get half-orc?
You
Was
didn't.
it Jago?
You
didn't meet Jago, though.
Apparently there's disappearances,
In a lot of places.
well, no, mainly here in Kesh. There was suspected wizardry. A wizard found somewhere within the jungles of Kesh who was reportedly stealing individuals.
How do you know about this wizard?
We have our infiltrators everywhere that bring us a network of information up to Braska. As a fledgling, it's my duty to go out and to solve these heinous acts anytime we find an apostate mage.
And where is Braska?
North of the wall. That's what I was here for. I came because no one else wanted to even help out Kesh. But do you know who's taking people?
No, I would love to find out though. You think he took care of the wizard? Did you take care of a wizard?
I haven't met a wizard yet. That's what I've been searching for. But when I got here, there were so many sick people, I had to take care of them first.
Well, good news. Maybe.
Is he the wizard?
No.
No, he's
not
not
a
the wizard.
He wishes he was a wizard.
Hey! That's my word.
No, we found wizard body parts.
Well, what we think is a wizard.
What we think, and then it was maybe confirmed by an unnamed source. I feel real bad about giving his name away. He gave me this great axe, and I didn't have to pay.
No, well,
In exchange,
show
Just show
him
the
the
patch.
thing.
Just show him the patch.
Yeah.
You showed him the patch?
Yeah, I show him the patch. So he says that there's this Venom Society.
I'm very aware of the Venom Society.
Are you part of it?
No.
Good. There's lots of treachery involved.
Yes, that's the main motive of the Venom Society.
And the Spider Queen.
Actually, her real name is the Spindle Queen. She is associated with spiders.
Ooh. Okay.
I want to see if I can notice any like body language that would show that he was lying about not being a part of it.
Okay, roll an insight check.
13.
If anything, concern emanates stoicism.
Okay.
There is no real emotional reaction apart from caring.
Okay.
It may sound ignorant. Everybody's very different. Can I ask you what kind of being you are?
A being.
Well, we all seem to have labels.
Oh. My outward look.
Yes.
I'm a tiefling.
And you're probably more concerned about these disappearances than others. Because of the fact you're a tiefling. Because is it not that tieflings are disappearing?
How does she know all this?
I
Many
don't know.
tieflings have been acknowledged that they've been taken. And yes, it does bother me. In fact, it bothers me more that my organization wouldn't send anybody or nobody was willing to come and help out people because of who they are and how they were born. I felt like this is the least I could do.
Do you know what about an area called the Folly?
The folly?
Yes.
I mean, there's there's a resort in the north, Fairwind's Folly, if that's what you speak of, but I'm unsure of why that matters.
Well, I don't know a lot about it, but it was mentioned to me. How do you...
Does this folly have something to do with these disappearances?
It might. I don't know much about them. I was just told about them. That there are tieflings disappearing and other beings. They called them half-elves and half-orcs.
So
Half elves too? That's what I was told. So that could have been what happened to my dad.
But are they... I don't know if the disappearances are permanent. Could they just be relocated to the Folly?
even then, that's a treachery in itself to force a location on somebody. I mean, these people were already pushed into this squalor here.
But I don't know that it's just these people or this place.
I'm not sure. Perhaps I need to go back.
I don't want to interrupt the work you're doing here, but what can you tell me about the Folly?
I mean,
Or tell us about the Folly?
it's on the northeastern side of the island. You'd have to get past the wall. Even then, just to get entrance in, it's for high nobility.
Then maybe we're not speaking of the same Folly.
I'm not sure. I've never been. Someone in my class and my upbringing wouldn't be allowed entry.
Would there be a reason for people to reappear there?
Unless they're working as servants, maybe? I mean, the Folly's where you go when you have exorbitant amounts of money and you wish to just spend on excess.
I've never been. I don't know.
I'm sorry, who exactly are you?
Me?
All of you.
We're friends.
We are.
But how do y'all know? This is information that's been secretly passed upward.
Oops.
I just learned about it right now.
Same here. Yeah, that's...
Well, I was...
Kelnys sleepwalks. I don't know if...
Where are you from?
Once again. But I didn't find out about that there. I found out about it near Lakota.
Are there disappearances in the Zaget?
Not that I was aware of. Not disappearances.
That's another word for disappearances.
Well, disappearances imply against their will.
Oh.
Well, that's not it. Not disappearances. Not being taken.
People are sent out like you, like on missions.
No.
No.
Reasons, unknown reasons for being taken away from somewhere.
I think it best that I do head back north. At least to get new orders.
Is there any way when you go you could actually take Dakar's dad?
Not as a disappearance.
To make him better.
To take him to Braska.
To heal him, yes.
I mean, I can, but it's going to be a long journey. I wouldn't be able to tell you when we would actually be able to get back, let alone give you news of anything. I can't take the wind away.
Oh, how do you travel?
By foot.
Oh. Could we travel with you?
Is there a safe way to travel all the way to Braska on foot?
There's really no safe ways on foot anywhere, but
What, like, it's possible.
it's possible if you can get through the gate. You see, the large wall that separates the north and the south has two entrances, one for the windway, but there's still a checkpoint. There's a large assortment of the Malkoas there that protects the eastern side of the island. Goods are stopped off there at the windway and dropped to them before they depart and head further north towards Braska. Since of my race, I'm not allowed to ride the windway. I can go through the gates on the ground level.
Would we be able to go through the gates with you?
As you are? I'm not sure.
What do you mean, as we are?
And he kind of reaches up and touches the 3-starred symbol on his armor. See, I have privilege of my order that allows me passage without any identifying power or lineage. I'm not sure that they would allow you. Perhaps I could take your father? What would you do? Would you stay here and protect Kesh?
I would stay here and continue to heal the best I could and help Q find her father.
You intrigue me, Dakar.
Is that why you made me glow?
You made you glow. I knew that
I like Kelnys.
I detected some innate magic off of you, and that proves it. If you're willing to learn, I could teach you some basics. I'm not sure what entity you draw from, but clearly someone's looking out for you. As long as you have faith in whatever that being is, you might just be able to do some good. However, I warn you, the gifts I give you, the knowledge is still strictly forbidden unless you wear the symbol that I bear.
Do you have an extra one of those?
Tread carefully when you cast. Magic is still illegal, and by law, I'm duty-bound to take you in and have you stand trial for confessing as a caster. Your mom's right. Tread carefully.
Will do.
He stands up, starts walking towards the building itself, looks at you and says, "Are you coming?"
Yeah, absolutely.
As you go in, over the next 6 hours, he kind of walks you through the general meditative practice of how you hone in to the divine, and that you don't always get a message or a notion or words spoken, but there is a way to tap in with concentration to feel a divine presence. And it takes a while because as he builds his divine connection to the Night Mother, the Lady in Shadow, who is the mistress of all knowledge and power, you don't connect to her. Instead, you connect to something that lives and breathes through nature. However, over time, you are able to build up somewhat of a connection spiritually. And that's where we're going to take our break. So, as we come back, Dakar will have powered up just slightly a little bit, and Concern will take your father northward as best he can. And we'll be right back after a short break.
Woohoo! Woo!
Do I need to write that down?
No, you don't.
I'm not sure.
It's on the board.
It's recorded.
Stenographer, please read back the minutes.
Please strike that from the record.
Mrs. Lippenrita.
But you had time to stash the gun, didn't you, Chutney? The cackle! The wheeze! It went higher
I wasn't ready. I couldn't have been ready. How could I be ready?
You should always be ready.
You have to stash the continue chutney before you after you murdered your father, after you shot your father.
He's my age! She's my age!
I don't need you butler shaming me.
He's a Hanna-Barbera dog.
Oh my god! I feel like we need
It's so hot. Turn the fan on.
We'll do our room temp with the fan on.
The room temp's 95 right now.
Through the roof.
So thank you very much for tuning back in. We are going to go ahead and pick up where we left off. Currently, you are exhausted from the knowledge you just were given from Concern, who has now decided to take your father and head north. As you see them pack away and begin to depart, Concern has a small little wagon led by a small, very, very weak-looking horse that is carrying your father, which is now bedridden inside of this cart. And as they begin to slowly pull off, he kind of waves at you, and your father just stares motionless. Your mother, taking it pretty hard, kind of tears up a little bit, and then walks back to her home.
I hope it works.
Me too.
I do too.
Thanks, guys. Now let's find your dad.
I don't know. After hearing that nobody at the chain had heard from him, and now after hearing that half-elves have also been disappearing, I don't know. I don't know if we would... I don't even know where to start.
The Folly?
Well, we can't get there.
No, it's far.
The Folly's too far.
Who gave you that information?
So, remember that first time y'all left me?
You should remember it well.
I don't
Because
think
you're the
that's-
only one who saw it.
I don't think that's how it went down.
The many
not-
grudges of Kelnys
I'm
and
not
Rich.
saying
Oh,
it.
you refer to the time as Q was leading the wagon away as I was saving your life. Okay. We'll call
You
that
mean
left
the
you
time that I was leading the wagon away while Kelnys was, last that I had seen, clearly holding on to the back of the wagon.
Well, it makes me feel so much better that y'all are obviously feeling both very guilty about this. I'll forgive you. So when I was healing under a tree in a bush situation, not
Are healing in a tree?
totally
I mean, it
unlike
works.
your tree, but different.
Kelnys has her own magic tree.
What about me?
You know, it may just be on the other side of the wall. It's fine.
Some people just haven't found the right tree yet.
What about this corn tree?
These trees don't heal.
So a couple of people healed me, and also helped me think about. I got a little bit better at fighting, and embracing the inner rage.
We've seen it.
Yeah, I got better.
I felt it.
Sorry, that's a little different. But she told me that people were disappearing, and they were actually looking for, it was two people, and one was much younger. They were looking for her mother, and they said these people are disappearing, and there's rumor that they're reappearing or that there's sightings of them at the Folly. That's all I know.
So they're taking parents.
I'm taking anyone.
Oh. That makes more sense.
Well, maybe not anyone, but Concern said he was a tiefling, and Dorothea said that the people disappearing were half elves and half orcs. So does that half situation imply something?
It's not bad enough that they're already economically disadvantaged. Now they're disappearing too.
And I'm guessing against their will.
Probably. I don't think my dad would have gone willingly.
Is he a half something?
Yeah. Well, I don't know.
That's what I know.
I mean, we can ask around, but I'm not feeling super hopeful about going into the jungle to look for him, because I don't think we're going to actually find him, especially since nobody at the chain had seen him. He's traveled that every day, almost, for years. There's no reason why he would have gotten lost.
So should we go back? We go back. You want to go back to where I was? We could
I'm
carry.
actually really curious about that.
We could carry a unicorn around with us if I win.
Do you get a +2?
Well, I don't think they're gonna stop me if I open the trap door and we climb down the ladder together.
That's true.
Still have that map? Not the one you made. Not the hopscotch one.
The one that was under the chest.
Yeah.
Yes, I do.
We might be able to follow that a little bit.
Okay.
But there's this arch, and I pull out the dagger I got, and it looks like this on top.
Wait a minute.
Do you know the symbol?
And I pull out the other dagger.
You have one too?
This was from Rodon, I thought.
No, they gave me.
I'll follow my daggers.
They do not look the same.
My match, at least.
Ours match. It's like a real Parent Trap moment.
You have the other side of the picture.
Well, now we have to go.
Okay. Y'all up for that?
Oh, well, yeah, now and we have to.
Okay, well, I feel like we should exercise some caution. Well, just because the last time I was there, I was thrown into the ring to fight. I mean,
They forced you to fight?
went willingly because I was going to try and get the unicorn for us.
Got it, okay.
But just a heads up. It's like a club.
Okay.
They asked me to join.
Do you want to join?
I don't know.
If you join, do you have to stay with them?
I don't think so. It just seemed to be like an offer of camaraderie. And maybe you get a few perks along the way.
Oh.
Perks are good.
Perks are good. But I've never been, to be honest, this is the first group I've ever, been in. I'm not big on groups. Groups tend to have a lot of rules. This is really new to me, to have, even this small of a group.
Do we have rules?
Do we have
I mean, I
rules?
feel like this is my
No leaving.
clan away from clan.
Well, yeah, we have that
Ouch.
rule now.
Now.
Okay. I will tell someone before I leave for what I think is a good reason.
Okay. I don't know. What's rule number 2? Do we have a rule number 2?
Maybe that's it.
Okay. Alright. Rule number 1. No leaving.
Okay. No leaving?
No leaving.
No leaving.
Okay.
Unless you have to.
Oh,
Right.
yeah, I guess that.
Okay.
But let someone know.
Yeah.
Okay. So, let's see that map.
Alright, I pull out the map. That way we can all try to decipher it and figure out where we're going. And this, for some reason, is like a really heavy map. And
I'll pick it up off the floor. And
Are you
throw it
talking
down.
about the map that you got that was folded up underneath the chest?
Yes.
Okay, so remember that
Right?
it is, but it is a map from the outside wall to get into the
Right.
jungle.
Well, I can tell you that it's near the edge.
Okay.
Because it was awfully windy.
Okay. So let's get close to the edge. Maybe we can find something.
The archway.
All right.
So who's leading?
I don't know my way around really well.
But you were the one. You know what you're looking for.
Okay.
So I think you should lead.
I'll lead the way towards the edge.
Okay.
Which direction is that?
It would be that way.
So go ahead and as you're leading the charge, Kelnys, roll me that survival check.
Ooh, 17.
Oh, hey, see?
Not
Should have been
terrible.
leading this whole time. You plow into the jungle itself, and where Q and Dakar had to like slash through to get through brush, you just kind of push through brush. Brush seems to get out of the way of you. Heading just in a direct line, you do eventually, over the course of an hour, hour and a half, make it where you hear that wind picking up and you have something to follow. As you kind of get to that perimeter, you remember that it was right up against the edgeway. Would you roll me one more?
Survival?
Yeah.
7.
7?
Mm-hmm.
It's going to take you a little bit longer to navigate. You know that you don't want to go away from the wall too much because it was fairly close. However, it's now getting a little darker as we head into about 4 o'clock in the afternoon, 5 o'clock, and you begin stumbling into that archway.
You guys, this is it.
I don't know what we're gonna find, but I'm excited.
Seems pretty cool.
I'm gonna push some of the brush away and open up the trapdoor.
Doesn't seem to budge.
Alright, we have a problem. It's a little bit stuck.
Oh.
Any thoughts?
Put your back into it.
You can do it.
I try a little harder to open the
Sure, roll a strength check.
Oh.
Well, I guess it's mostly a 20. Mostly a nat 20. It's kind of resting on the edge of the...
What's the total number? Oh, is it cocked?
Just sneaking.
No, it's not cocked. Okay.
I can't tell.
If it wouldn't.
Reroll it.
I would say it was cocked.
No. Yeah. If you can.
Oh, good grief.
From a 20 to a 2.
Basically. I'm adding my
Strength.
Okay, so 10.
You go and you reach down and you grab onto the ground itself and you tug, but you haven't actually grabbed on to anything that is part of the door. You just are pulling on dead earth. Doesn't seem like it's working.
I am gonna go ahead and try to somehow, like, pick a lock that's underneath, because I'm assuming it's kind of like a latch.
Yep.
So like putting something in and kind of like finagling it.
Okay, go ahead and I'd like you to roll me,
Around the seam.
do an investigation check
Okay.
first. As you see what you're working with.
12.
Okay. So it is, you find the area that is covered with the tarp that has been camouflaged to look like the earthen ground. It is just a wooden latch. However, you find where the locking mechanism is, and it is not familiar as a key, but it definitely allows for insertion of some sort of item. Mm-hmm. So if you want to try, you can with your these tools.
Ooh. And then I add my proficiency?
Mm-hmm.
19.
19? Yeah. So as you go, you start fiddling around and you realize there's 2 openings as if almost there was 2 locks. And you keep playing and every now and then you get a tumbler on one side and then it falls and resets and you get the other side and you're trying to figure out the maneuver of having 2 picks in at the same time. Never really tried to pick 2 locks. However, you're fairly ambidextrous and over a few minutes you finally get both of those tumblers to fall at the exact same time.
Oh, nice work, you.
Alright. Now open it.
Now I open the trapdoor.
I need you to do a Constitution saving throw as you hear this and this gas begins to fill right on the area. Everybody who is around it as well, if you would be right in the area.
16.
16.
Oh.
3.
Oh.
I feel like I would have been
Okay.
staying back. Yeah, I was in the third workout.
Ooh, I'm so sorry about that. Okay, so that was max damage.
No!
However, because you passed, you actually are going to resist, so you only take half damage.
Okay.
That's 16 poison damage. As this fluid fills up your lungs, and you just begin hacking and coughing, and you start spitting up this blood-ridden spittle. You take 8 of the damage, and you're able to get out of the way and get fresh air before, as it clears up faster.
Can I pull Q with me?
Yeah.
I pull you along.
Okay.
After a few seconds, that cloud just kind of dissipates, and you realize that the door itself, the mechanisms, were probably attached to something that set off the... Yeah, by you picking it, it has set off.
Okay.
Sorry.
I did it.
Was that not there before?
Well, it wasn't when I came up out of the trapdoor. I thought they wanted me to come back. Okay, I look to see if the ladder's there.
Yeah, it is.
Already? I start climbing down.
As you begin making your way down, you hear the liveliness of people down there. This is very familiar to your first visit. You hear the clashing of arms that are probably coming from the pit, the screams, the cheers of debauchery taking place, and as you pull down and slide, the lights of all the candles and torches are lit, and you see all
Everybody
the people,
there.
same people, but more festive this time.
So this leads down, the ladder leads down into there, right?
Yep.
I'm not going to go all the way down the ladder, but obviously they see me.
Oh yeah, they see you, but you notice that they don't seem to be bothered that you're coming down the ladder.
Now, is there a fight going on in the pit?
There is.
I'm not really sure I'm ready to jump right in there.
Yeah, so it doesn't go into the pit, you're
Okay.
on that outside ledge.
Okay.
Yeah, you would still have to go and actually walk to get into the pit.
Okay. I'll come all the way down.
Alright.
Are y'all coming?
I need to catch my breath a little bit. You let me know when it's absolutely clear, because right now I can't.
I mean, I'm fine.
That's great. I'm happy for you.
At which point, on your shoulders, Kelnys, you feel 2 strong arms that kind of reach and massage a little bit right on your upper clavicles. And you hear the voice of Tonks, the half-orc. You came back faster than we thought.
I'm back. Y'all have something I want.
Are you ready for another round?
I don't know that I really am, but...
So, take it you saved your friends?
Did I what?
You saved your friends?
I did. I appreciate you
Yeah.
allowing me to do that greatly. That's why I'm back.
Yeah, what's with the coffin one?
Well, there was a gas that wasn't there before when I left.
Of course it wasn't there before. We wanted you to leave in one piece.
I appreciate it.
Why didn't
Is
you use
there-
the key?
What? I didn't have a key.
We gave you the key!
That was to the mask.
The dagger!
Oh.
Here, let me see it.
No, I like it. Are you going to give it back?
Well, just let me see it.
Are you going to give it back?
Of-
That's not a yes.
You look with your eyes, not with your hands.
Did you hear that?
At which point he kind of calls over and you see that black-skinned tiefling that was there when you first walked in. She kind of jumps over and she pulls out a similar dagger, and he takes his and he takes the 2, and on the hilt itself there is a slit on each one. So the hooks of the daggers actually weave and cross, and they slide in together, and it forms those 2 little points.
Well,
We're a brotherhood. You come in with somebody. We did give you 2 daggers.
no, you only give me one.
Sure.
I think so.
You need to talk to your friends more.
Q!
Yeah, I have it. Now it's all starting to make sense.
Where'd you get your dagger from?
This is the one that I thought was from Rodon.
At which point you hear a familiar voice of a gentleman, legs propped up on a table near the ladder, says, Dear, I gave it to you for a reason. You see your friend Fabian. Chest out, vest draped. Took you long enough. Then again, I told you you're not as fast as I am.
That may be true, but had some other priorities.
You gonna come down?
Jakar, I'm not feeling so great. Do you have a potion you can take before?
You heard what happened the last time I was here.
Q, you are amazing. And you're so thoughtful. And you're so nice. And I'm going to cast healing word.
And you are great. You're on your own, kid.
6.
Now you're all healed up. I'm sorry, those rolls, it was...
Feeling better?
Yeah.
A smidgen. Alright, I guess going down.
I appreciate it.
So as you're all entering down and you make your way to the standing tavern room that looks
See?
down on the pit.
I told you there's Fabian.
Yeah.
Sorry about all the deception, but that's kind of what I do.
She just kind of like gives him a nod. Like she gets it.
Tonks kind of looks over. He's like, don't worry about Fabian. He's not even a member here.
But
What?
you want me in Q?
I didn't say that we wanted you. I said that we don't got anybody like you. Remember, you get to choose whatever you want here. Just don't mean you're gonna get it.
Right. So I do want to know a little bit more about y'all's clan, y'all's group.
Gotta be a member first.
Well, what can you tell me? If you want me, you gotta give me something.
You keep thinking that we want you. We're just saying that the master has an interest in you. It's from what I've seen. You haven't been able to do much at all, so gotta prove yourself first.
And the unicorn?
Kind of looks over and still chained up in the back. Jamila sits in the sand pit.
So if I fight again and I win this time, is the unicorn mine?
Told you. You take it, it's yours. If someone stops you, it's theirs.
And the hard and fast rules of entering and leaving the pit, what are those?
I mean, you keep thinking like we have some kind of rules of like we're gonna stop you. You want to walk in the pit, you open the door, you walk in. You want to walk out, you walk out, but know that there's a consequence for you leaving. Can't change people's opinions of you when you walked out as a coward. But you walked out as a fighter. You went down hard.
Yeah, I remember.
That's a good thing around here. You took a punch. And an axe. And another axe. So what's it gonna be?
How about do y'all want that unicorn?
What about you, Sticky?
I think he's talking.
Ugh. I didn't get my knife.
Clearly you're here.
Oh. Well, yeah, I'm here for my friend Kelnys. To help her get Jamila.
It's funny, from what I hear, you're here for the unicorn. You're the only person who hasn't actually mentioned it.
I just said I'm here for Jamila.
You said you were here for Kelnys.
Well, after I said that.
Oh.
Well, by all means, make yourself comfortable. And he begins to walk away.
Alright, y'all.
Right now, who's in the pit? Or
As you look over to the pit, there is a small lizard-like creature, very, very tiny, that is currently scuffling with a human woman.
I'm gonna take a little inventory of how I'm feeling while I decide whether
Just a
or
little
not
mental
I...
health check.
yeah, that's what I'm doing. I'm gonna go sit down with Fabian.
Pulls his legs off. Just like he did that one time outside the cafe.
So my friend really liked your wine.
Hope it didn't get you into too much trouble.
Nah. Not at all. But I wouldn't drink anything that right now that's at Tiana's. Just heads up.
Well, I don't really drink anything that's not my own.
Oh, it's yours. Yours. So what is all this? You're not even a member here?
Nah. This is not my kind of company. I mean, don't get me wrong, they're a good laugh. And they pay well. But I'm for a different organization.
What organization is that?
We deal more in information. They needed to know who this dragon was that had been rumored to be coming off the Zaget. I was supposed to get y'all down to call Kesh. Just so happened that you were already kind of on your way. Just needed a little push.
It was an easy job for you.
Every job is easy for me.
We made it easier.
Believe what you want. I got you here, I got paid, and that's all that matters.
Mm.
Just move on.
Yeah.
What, you got hard feelings?
No. I get it. Groups are not my thing. Period. So I'm not too thrilled about this place either.
What exactly is your thing?
I don't know. I've never been a part of a group. I've always just done my own thing, worked my own jobs. So never really had somebody telling me what to do. Paid off my own debts, but I don't like having a boss, a master.
So are you thinking of joining up here?
Not particularly.
Then why are you staying here?
Well, a friend of mine really needs that unicorn, so that's up. That's all I'm here for. This is also a lot of camaraderie. I don't need all this. It's a little too much cloak and dagger, if you will.
Baby, cloak and dagger is what I enjoy. And you see that he moves purposely that side of the vest, and there's that tattoo of the dagger that falls and almost it's drawn in a way where it seems to slip through the ribs.
Mm-hmm.
And on the bottom there's a small little green droplet to simulate poison.
Where'd you get that?
From friends.
Your other friends?
You're good. Yeah. Part of a group called the Conclave of Grins. Pretty much, you need information or you need to infiltrate, deceive. We're the ones to go to. Comes at a really steep price, though.
How steep?
Depends on what you want. What is it that I could do for you?
Well, we're kind of looking around, seeing if there's a good way to get north of the wall. As you can see, there's one in our group who's not particularly welcome.
It's two that I see.
Well, I guess, if you look hard enough.
I mean, I can get you to the wall. I can get you north of it. Just depends on how safe you want it to be.
Well, like a medium level of safe.
If you go by foot, you're looking at a very slow pace. A couple weeks travel. Through the Deadwood would be the easiest.
So I've heard.
Not the safest.
Also, I've heard.
But I mean, that's what you'd be paying me for, is my expertise. I could take you through the Deadwood. Get you on the northwestern side of the wall. From there, you have freedom to travel wherever you want.
Well, I'll let you know. What is this price, just so I know?
it's just you.
No. All of us.
For the Dragonborn, 30 gold plus expenses. For the elf, another 20. For you, a favor.
I'll let you know. I'll let you know.
I'm looking forward to this. The fight, I mean.
So am I.
And he kind of turns his attention back to the pit. As you see, the little lizard creature is dragging the human off into the pit, or into the zoned off area at the very far end of the alleyway.
You're good.
Have a good chat.
Mm-hmm. Dakar, I'm really gonna need that health potion.
Oh, are you still feeling bad?
Yeah.
My words of
If we're gonna do this, we gotta do it right.
my words of inspiration were enough for you.
What's it gonna be?
Oh, I'm not feeling 100%, but I'm gonna jump in and fight. But y'all heard there aren't any hard and fast rules.
Yeah. Alright. Who goes first?
Oh, me.
Alright.
Hey, Tonks. Let's do this. I want the unicorn.
Anybody's welcome in the pit who wants to go.
Okay. I walk around and I go through the walkway through the door into the pit.
Which
Who's
one?
it gonna be?
As soon as you see the twins sit up on the other side. And they start walking, they're like,
Hey, ladies.
so soon?
Well, you know, things don't always go as planned. I do appreciate y'all's help before, though.
Let's see if you got any better.
Yeah, let's see.
And they begin walking into the pit with you. Alright, what are y'all doing?
I'm gonna fight these ladies.
I'm going in right after her.
So you're going to the pit with her?
Yeah.
I'm handing Q a potion and following him.
Alright, as everybody makes their way into the pit.
This better not be the end of the campaign.
Alright. So stepping in.
Oh.
Where does everybody want to be located? As they will step in first and make their way. Let me get the sub-in unicorn. Where would you like to be, Dakar?
Next to Q.
Next to Q?
Yeah.
Q. Are you okay with being anywhere specific?
I'm gonna say I would have gone in right behind Kelnys.
I'll be friends.
Alright. Sounds good. I need everybody to roll for initiative.
Oh, you're gonna call it out, sorry.
That's right. Alright, 25 to 20.
Ooh! 25.
Alright, 25 to 20. 20 to 15. 15 to 10. 10 to 5.
7!
8!
Okay.
This is my 5!
Alright.
You're just gonna go last.
Alright. As the crowd begins picking up, you can tell they've been waiting for this. You come in and you step in, and right away the two axes fall to the ground, and it's almost as if it was a racing flag that drops to the bottom. As soon as it hits, Q jumps into action.
Mm-hmm.
All right, Q, you're first.
Q is going to go straight for the unicorn, actually.
All right, so you're going all the way up?
Yeah.
All right. You can actually get right there where you're not in.
You know what? She's actually going to get behind the unicorn.
All right, there's no room to get behind it except for on the sides.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, because there is a wall here. You're not going to be able to get up. That's 25 where you are right now.
That's 25?
Yeah.
Alright, you know what? No, I'm just gonna go, can I get 30 if I go diagonal towards the one farthest away from me?
Like this one?
Yeah.
Yeah, you can get around
Okay.
on the inside.
Okay. I'll get around there.
Okay.
And going at her.
Alright, remember that she has not made an attack yet, so you should be able to get your assassinate on this.
Let me look at that because I have not used that yet.
Yeah, so it should be that you roll your attack and anything you hit is an automatic crit. If
Oh my
I am
gosh.
not surprised.
Yep. Yes. Yeah, I believe that will hit a 26.
Oh yes, so that is going to be counted as a crit, and you have your sneak attack on it, so roll. Yeah, that's the joys of being a rogue when you get to go first.
You need more.
No, because I just double these. $27 damage.
As the axes drop and the sand just kind of erupts into a big giant cloud, it's hard to see, you pull around, darting, pushing almost Kelnys back, and you just kind of spin back and then jab your rapier right into the side. It hits right on the rib, and she almost loses control of her axe as she just scuffs for air and she can't get it. And there's this wheezing in the breath. She was not ready for it. And you just start, Alright, anything else you want to do?
How much movement was that?
That would have been 5, 10,
Should be
15,
right.
20, 25, 30.
Okay, yeah, that will be all of my turn.
Yeah, so you slam that in her. Her sister Diana sees that, looks over, and goes into a deep rage as she gets completely flustered. And she's actually going to run straight at Kelnys.
Okay.
Alright, Kelnys. She's going to attack recklessly. That is going to be a 24 to hit.
Yes.
As she does 11 points of slashing damage. As she swings it and just hits right into your shin, and that adrenaline's starting to hit you. You've been here before, but slightly comforted that you have other people with you now. Alright, that is her turn. It's going to take us to her sister, who is going to go into her rage as well and turn and just retaliate with everything she has. So this is reckless as well.
No.
She's not in range. Can't work with them. Double 4 is on the roll. So that's a 9.
Nope.
Yeah. She that too hurt to do anything against you. And that is her turn. Dakar.
I'm gonna put my hand on Kelnys' back and be like, "Don't burn me this time."
Okay, so you're stepping forward to touch her?
Yeah,
Okay.
and I'm gonna cast Cure Wounds on her.
Appreciate it. Thank you. I
You're,
don't.
you're welcome. And I'm gonna use the rest of my movement to work around behind Q.
Okay.
So it's
You want to get behind her?
behind Q, yeah.
Okay, that's your full move.
5 hit points, Kelnys.
Appreciate it.
Alright, anything else?
I will use my bonus action to take some stones out of my bag and hold them tight and cast Magic Stone on them.
Got it.
And that's my turn.
Okay, that's going to take us to Kelnys.
It's my turn. I'm using my bonus action to go into a rage.
Okay.
And I'm going to I'm gonna go ahead and use my short sword to attack the twin in front of me.
Go for it.
13 to hit.
13 does not hit. Actually, no, I lied. 13 is just what you needed to hit on her, so... Yep,
Okay.
roll your damage.
Woohoo! I'm gonna be extra aware of my face during this whole encounter.
I appreciate that.
I love your face.
Okay, so 9 damage.
Okay. Anything else you want to do with your turn?
That is all I can do right now with my turn. I believe.
Alrighty, it's going to take us back to the top. Q.
Q is going to attack the one right in front of me, and her last attack was
Yes, so
reckless,
you
right?
get your advantage on that.
Yes. Another 26.
Still going to hit no matter what.
I believe that's a 12 damage. And then I am going to use my bonus action to disengage and move 20 feet towards the back wall, side wall. Right there. Yeah, right there.
Right. That's going to take us to Diana's turn. Diana is going to move around right beside you, and she's going to make her attacks reckless against you again, Kelnys.
Okay.
Oh, bad rolls. A 9 does not hit.
No.
Pretty sure. Oh my gosh, these dice are going away. A 1 and a 5.
Well, that's fine. I'm okay with that.
Or actually would have been a 10, but still wouldn't hit. Alright, that is her attack. That's going to take us to Loretta, who is going to move in and attack Dakar. Recklessly as well. Sorry, I wish it was the same kind of rolls, but that is a 24 to hit.
Yep.
Doing... Oh, God. 15 points of slashing damage. As soon as Q moves out of the way, she kind of digs, and you see the blade of the axe grip on the sand, and it shovels up and just catches you across your chest. That's going to be her turn. That takes us to Dakar.
Getting hit with the axe. I'm going to use my bonus action to face step.
Okay.
Next to Jamila.
Which side?
You
You want to go around?
where her head is, yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, whatever's 30 feet, yeah. And Loretta needs to make a... I think it's a con save? No, wisdom save.
That is a 17.
So she passes.
Anything else?
I'm going to use my action to attack her with my sling.
Right, go for it. She did attack you, so you have advantage on the attack.
17 to hit.
17 is definitely going to hit.
7 damage.
Alright, as the pebble hits and kind of just hits right on her shoulder blade and just falls off, it doesn't seem to phase her as much as you want it to. It's going to take us to Kelnys.
Alright, I am gonna hit on Diana again with my short sword.
I mean, hit away.
Get her. 19 to hit. Yes.
Oh yeah.
Okay.
Anything 13 or above, you got it.
Score. Alright, 10 damage.
Alrighty. Anything else you want to do?
That's all I'm gonna do right now.
Alright, back to Kimura.
So Q is going to sprint towards Kelnys and I guess Diana.
Yep, you can get right up to the side.
Okay. Alright, I'm going right there. As far as I can go. And then 17.
17 will hit.
$16 damage.
Ooh.
Oh.
Yeah. Sliding into her, you're able to use her focus on Kelnys to kind of get around and jab in as you kind of reach right by Kelnys' side and catch right up into her, right where her kind of fabric hits along her breastplate. Anything else you want to do?
I don't believe so. No.
Alrighty, that's going to take us to Diana. Having you just hit her, she's going to make her attack against you.
Okay.
With both of y'all there, she'll just do her regular attack. That's a 3 on the roll, so does not hit you.
No.
And yeah, that's going to be her attack. Alright, for Loretta, Loretta's going to make a run at the car. This is a reckless attack by herself. 19.
Yep.
Oh, I just rolled it. That's not even a d20. Hold on. 21. I just rolled a d12 against you. Oh, that's going to be 14 slashing damage.
I'm down.
As he slashes in, the unicorn freaks out and the car falls to the ground. Alright, that's going to be her turn. That takes us to there's Diana and Loretta. So, Dakar, I need a death saving throw.
Yes.
Success?
Yeah.
Alright. Kelnys.
Okay, I'm going to disengage with Diana, and I'm going to use my movement to go towards Loretta.
Okay, that's 10. You still have more. You need it.
Am I all the way? Can I come up around between? I can't get all the way between her and Dakar, but
You can get right there side by side.
perfect.
You're right next to both Dakar, the unicorn, and
Okay. So for my bonus action, I'm thinking about Dakar, and my storm heraldness comes.
sorry, this was what you're doing.
Because I've seen him fall, so I'm really worried about the fact that he's fallen. So I've come to take care of Loretta, and hopefully.
So you just leveled up, so you changed your Storm Herald to the Tempest, correct?
The Tundra.
The Tundra.
Mhm.
So as you feel this emotional surge of this clan that you just built, this party, and they have committed to being with you, this torrential wave-like emotion of wanting to protect just overflows from your body, and there's this drop in temperature that just falls around your body, Dakar, as it is just washed around you, and you feel life come back to you. Almost like you're like a hydration through your skin, and you just feel comfort. So I believe
2 temporary hit
you
points.
get 2 temporary hit points. So you are back up.
What?
You have 2 temporary hit points.
What are you?
You also notice that the scale color has this iridescent green and blue, like shining to it, almost like a fish scale. That begins just to kind of hold on her body.
Okay, I'm gonna hit out of
Forgot you could do that.
Crap. Yeah, I don't think a 5's gonna hit her. I was focused on. Holy crap!
Okay,
What
I
just
will
happened?
say, you used your action to disengage and.
Oh, okay,
you know,
so it doesn't
you have
hit her.
nothing.
Okay.
You can't do
Good.
anything. All right, nicely played though. All right, that's gonna take us to Kelnys. That was your turn. So up to the top, Q.
So kind of seeing that Dakar's breathing, she's gonna yell, "Take the last health potion!" And she's gonna hit the one right in front of her.
Go for it. As you strike against a still heavily standing Diana.
13.
13 is exactly what you needed.
Ah, yes.
No sneak attack on this one though.
No. Ooh, that's still good though. 13 damage.
13. Okay.
And then she's going to use her bonus action to disengage and go towards the corner.
This way?
Right there.
Yeah, you can get all the way if you want.
Yeah, I'm gonna go right there. And that's my turn.
Alrighty. It is now Diana's turn. She's going to chase you. Make her attacks against you. This is going to be reckless as well.
Okay.
That is going to be 15.
Nope.
15 does not hit as she goes, and you duck, and it hits right into the wall, and you hear the clang as it kind of chips off some of the stonework, and it falls down at your feet. For Loretta, upset that you just came up, she's going to attack you, and she will do it reckless. That is going to be a 21.
Yeah, that will hit.
That is 8 points of slashing damage, reduced to 4.
Okay.
And that is your turn. Dakar, you have health in you as you lay on the floor and a unicorn licks your wounds.
Aww.
Just get extra health for that.
No.
It's a baby.
It's a necrotic unicorn. He dies. It's like the Komodo dragon of the fantasy world.
Getting up and like looking at Kelnys, like, if you're gonna heal, I'm gonna destroy. I'm gonna cast guiding bolt at I think Loretta's in front of me.
Yes.
She is. Yes. So
Okay.
you have to roll an attack roll, correct?
Yes.
Alright, now this is you in melee range and you're prone, so this would be at disadvantage.
Even with a spell?
Yes.
Oh, well,
Still
I
a
was
ranged
to
attack.
stand up.
It's still a ranged attack, though. So anytime you have a ranged attack and you're paired up, it's still going to be at disadvantage.
It was reckless, so it's a regular.
Oh.
It's true. I'll let you have it. So yeah, she's too focused and really can't dodge.
8.
8 is a miss. However, you see this swirl of like Goku-inspired energy that comes like pulling in, and you almost hear like this cackling of like a giddy fairy-like voice pull into this orb that just shoots out of your hands, and it just misses and sails and goes straight into the crowd, and you hear the crowd scream as part of the bars actually get burned away, and there's a small little opening in the metal gate that surrounds the pit. It's a good spell if it hits.
We're all full of surprises.
I did that.
Anything else?
I'm going to I'm gonna bomb in the Summer Courtney.
Is your bonus action?
Yeah.
Okay. You also have your movement. Are you staying prone?
I'll stand up. That's it.
Alrighty. That would take us to Kelnys.
Alright, I'm going to go ahead and use my bonus action again. To freeze up a little.
So you're gonna flip or freeze, so that's 2 more.
2 more for Dakar.
2 more health points.
And I'm gonna hit Loretta, hopefully, with my short sword. 12?
12 is a miss. Unfortunately.
This is very distracting.
Did you add your
No,
attack
18.
modifier?
18.
Stop helping her.
18!
That will hit, yeah. Make sure you
18.
look at your numbers. Teamwork.
Teamwork.
Teamwork makes the dream work.
Ooh, 12 damage.
12 damage as Loretta gets walloped by the side of your short sword. She's not looking great, but she's definitely still holding her own.
Okay.
Yeah. Alright, that is the end of your turn unless you have any movement you'd like to do.
No, I'm gonna stay right here and see what else I can do with.
Alrighty. Then for, that's gonna take us back to the top. Kimura.
So Q is going to attack the one that's right in front of her. 22.
22 will hit.
Where is it? $18 damage. Woo! And then is going to use her bonus action to disengage and go 20 feet towards the center.
Towards the center?
Yeah.
And we can shoot that.
Yeah.
Alright, anything else?
That is it.
Alright, as you are the only one who's really fully engaging her, she's just going to turn around. She's going to make her way to you. You seem like a threat to her. This is going to be reckless again. I think a 24 will hit.
It will.
How far away are you from me?
She's real far away.
Just checking.
She is 5, 10, a little over 10 feet away.
Okay.
Yeah, sorry. That is 11 points slashing damage.
Okay.
On the other side, Loretta, seeing that this ball of energy has popped up and then you stabbed into her. You know what? We're going to let this be a random. Because y'all are both really aggravating her.
Good job.
Alright, she's going after you, Kelnys.
Okay.
She makes her attack. Advantage. It's a 25 to hit.
Yeah.
24 to hit.
Yeah.
Doing 6 points slashing, reduced to 3.
Okay.
It's going to take us to Dakar.
I'm gonna see if I can pull Jamila away. Like, is she tied down or anything like
She
that?
is roped to the wall.
Can I pull out a dagger and cut the rope?
Yeah.
Alright,
Use your action to do
yeah.
that.
Okay, that'll be my action then.
Okay, yeah, so you sit down and you start begin cutting. Right, that's going to take us to top of the, or to Kelnys.
Alright, I am going to try again to hit Loretta with my short sword.
Go for it. You have advantage on the attack.
And it is a 25.
Yep.
Okay. Another 12 damage.
Come on, people. Yeah, she's not looking too great as she begins to kind of huff and wheeze, and you can see that she can barely hold her full body erect up, and she's kind of just looking back and forth at all of you. That's going to take us to the top of the order. Kimura,
Going right back at the other one.
you have advantage on this attack.
17.
Oh, yeah. Ooh.
23.
Yay, yay.
23?
Yes. It was an 8, 6, and a 2 plus 1.
Oh my
Alright.
gosh.
Yeah, she's still looking good, though.
That's right.
It's been 2 against 1 on the other side, so...
And Kimura is going to disengage and go behind the other one.
So you go here?
Yeah.
So you run over there and get to that range. Okay, anything else?
Actually, yes, that's fine.
How close are we?
You're 10. Alright, so that's going to take us to Diana. Diana's going to get to go first. Sees you run. She's going to get behind. That is another 24. She's rolling 19 strong today. That is 6 points slashing damage.
Okay.
Alright, it is Loretta's turn. And Loretta, seeing you start to cut as it breaks, she goes to stop you and she's going to make her attack against you, Dakar.
Can I use my reaction?
After she hits, it has to be the hit. That is a 24 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
Doing 11 points of slashing damage.
And then I use my reaction.
Yes, you can, because you also leveled and you took your sentinel feat. So yeah, because he hit one of your teammates, you can make an attack against him.
I'm going to attack her.
Yeah, good.
With my short sword.
You have advantage on this too because you're flanking with Q.
Thank God.
1.
I missed. It's fine.
All right.
6.
That's all right. You tried. So you see her
7.
slice in, and she kind of catches Dakar's arm, and he falls down and goes unconscious. And then you see that you kind of make your stab in again, but Loretta's able to hit with the side of her battle axe. It's going to take us to Dakar. I need another death saving throw, please. Gotta say it out loud. We gotta know what it is.
Success.
Okay, thank you very much. All right, that's gonna take us to Kelnys.
Alright, I'm using my bonus action to make things a little chilly and give my friend a card 2 temporary hit points.
I'm gonna take your ass out in just a moment. That is
And then I'm
tough thumping over there.
going to attack Loretta. Do I get to attack at advantage?
Yes, you do.
Because we're playing? With my short sword. Okay, that's better. 17 to hit.
Yep.
And 10 damage.
Yeah. She is still alive. But yeah, she's still
Okay.
alive, but yeah. Alright, that's gonna take us to the top of the order. Q.
Q is also going to attack the one that's right in front of her. Is mine an advantage?
Yes, so it doesn't matter about the way
Okay,
we're
so-
calling it. It doesn't matter if you have somebody on advantage against you. The fact that you're attacking somebody,
Got
this split focus, still going to cause for advantage.
Okay. Alright. 24.
Yep.
$17 damage.
17 damage. She's still standing.
Oh my god!
But you stab right through as she goes up to attack, you stab down and get her right through the back of the calf, and it just pierces, and you hear her scream this horrendous guttural noise as you can hear there's still blood caught in her throat that can't quite escape. She's standing though. That's going to take us to Diana. Seeing that you did that, she's going to make her attack right at you. This is reckless, so she doesn't have to because she's flanked. That is going to be a 21 to hit.
Yep.
Max damage, 15 slashing damage.
And I'm done.
As she slashes into the back, and you see Kimura's body just flip into a spiral and fall down to the ground. That's going to be her turn. Yay! Loretta, knowing what you're about to do. Actually, no, you have 2 people down. And she wouldn't know. So she's going to make her attacks. She's going straight at you. Reckless. 21.
Yeah, that'll hit.
Doing 10 points, reduced to 5.
Okay.
It is Dakar's turn. You have 2. You're alive.
Use them wisely, please.
I'm going to use my bonus action, and I'm going to stand up and reach up and touch Kelnys. And I'm going to use my Balm of the Summer Court on her. And I will heal her for 7 and give you 2 temporary hit points.
Thank you. Okay.
We got temporary hit points flying everywhere today.
Everyone gets temporary hit points.
And 2.
Alright, is there anything else you want to do?
I'm gonna guess I'm gonna use my action to disengage and start leading Jamila away.
Okay, so you can do that. You use half your movement to stand up,
Yeah.
and then it's half your movement speed to drag something and leave it and move with it. So you could get 5,
That's fine.
10 if we're being generous. I'll give you 10.
I'll go right behind Kelnys.
Okay, so you're going up here?
Yeah.
Okay. she is going to get an opportunity attack against you.
Even if I use my action to
Oh, sorry, yeah, I forgot you. Thank you for reminding me.
Okay.
So yes. Alright. That's going to take us to Kelnys.
Okay. Thanks. I appreciate that. I am going to move towards Q, so I'm within.
You're next to her in 5 there. You can go further if you want.
Where was I before?
You were right here.
How far away from her? Was
You're
I?
10 from her.
Okay, then I'm not gonna move, but I am gonna use my. I'm sorry. I am gonna use my bonus action, and that will give her 2 temporary hit points. She is within range if she's 10 feet away.
Yes, she is.
And then I'm also going to. I'm going to try and hit. I think that's Diana. I don't have it at advantage, right? Because she's down.
You're attacking Loretta?
Yes, Loretta.
I think she attacked you recklessly. Or maybe that was Q. I don't remember.
For her, she did attack recklessly. Yeah. You get advantage. Yeah, she was not putting anything up for...
19 to hit.
Yep.
And 8 damage.
Alright. How do you want to do it?
Oh! I know!
Walk us through it. It's only one of them, girl!
That's the first one I walked through. Okay. Being mindful of the fact that Dakar is behind me.
It's okay, I have temporary hit points.
It just sticks in. She picks you up.
No, I'm gonna hold my short sword and I am going to swing from that other side.
Okay.
Down and up. And I just want to slash right through the middle of her.
Ooh.
So,
Yeah, you Zoro came. You slash down and then quickly go up, and you see her body go forward as the blood that was she had held between her cheeks just erupts and it falls right on your stomach, and then you go straight up and just slash, and it just gets right across as her body flies up a few inches, and then she falls right next to Q. Who's just staring at this thing that she just came up to life in. There it is. Nicely done. Anything else you want to do?
I used my bonus action to give you temporary hit points. I'm gonna use my movement to move towards Diana. The other one.
Okay. Yeah, you can get anywhere. You can still get over more if you want.
Am I within range of her?
Oh yeah.
I'm fine. Actually, can I step between she and Q?
You can't get in between because she's already
Down.
adjacent to her. That's
But am I within 5 feet of Q?
Yep.
Okay, that's perfect.
alrighty. Damn. That's gonna take us up to the top. Q.
So Q is going to use half her movement to get up, use her bonus action to disengage, and then move back towards Dakar and ready an attack if anybody comes within melee range of her.
Alright.
Oh, can I get closer to Dakar?
Yes, you can.
Yeah.
Is that good?
Yeah.
That's gonna take us to. Oh, she's only alive. Diana's the only one left. You know what? She's gonna make her attacks against you. You're right there. Except she's going to pull around as she kind of quickly pivots on her shoulder and kind of like tries to juke you out and just tries to slash you across your back. Reckless. And I'm gonna make it Great Weapon Master. So, it's 19 plus.
Oh.
It's gonna hit me.
Yeah, it's a 19 because it's a -5 for the Weapon Master. So does 19 hit?
Yeah.
Alright, that's gonna be. Oh, I'm gonna say that's cocked. Okay. That's 17 slashing damage, but it's reduced, so a d8.
Don't make that face.
I know. There's so many things happening right now. Okay, I'm good now.
Still good?
Still standing.
And then she's going to use the rest of her movement to back off.
If she's going away, can I hit her?
Mm-hmm.
She did reckless, or
Yeah, so it is advantage.
With my short sword, and that would be 19 to hit.
That'll hit.
9 damage.
Still up.
Okay.
That's going to take us to... Loretta's dead. The car.
I'm going to sling a magic stone her way. 16 to hit.
16 will hit.
3 damage.
damage is
Damage
damage.
is damage.
Okay, that's going to take us, unless Dakar, you want to move or...
Yeah, I'm gonna continue sort of moving around the edge of the pit with Jamila as far as I can. And I'm just gonna yell some encouraging words Kelnys' way. Go get her, girl. And I'm gonna cast healing
Let's go,
word
girls.
at second level. 7 hit points for you.
Alright, Kelnys.
Okay. Alright, I am going to use my movement to move towards Diana.
Okay.
And I'm going to attack her with my short sword. Do I have any sort of advantage?
For this one, yes, because it still is the same round.
Sorry, this is
So much determination in the rolls today.
23 to hit.
That'll do.
And aw, bummer.
2 points of
No. 7 points of damage.
Alright, I mean,
I can't look at you.
I'm sorry.
it's gonna be a close one. Maybe not, because you'll have another people over there, but you never know. That's gonna take us to top of the order, Kimura.
How far am I away?
15 to Kelnys, 20 to get in range of Loretta.
All right,
Or Diana.
I'm gonna run up and hit her.
15, 20.
Still at advantage. Oh well, yeah, it's at advantage. It's 19 to hit.
Mm-hmm.
29.
Woohoo!
No. 19. Sorry. 19.
No, sorry.
Big difference.
It is a big
girl.
difference.
19?
Yes, 19.
Carry an extra one.
No, I looked and I added way too fast.
As you use that same thinking, I've done this move before, it's worked. You run and you get around the hulking figure of the Dragonborn and shove in the rapier. It catches and it hits in the same spot. But she doesn't go down.
Oh.
And you pull it out.
Alright, and I'm using my bonus action to disengage 10 feet back. Because you said it was 20
Yeah.
to get there, right? Yeah, right there.
15. Alrighty, that's going to take it to her turn. She's furious. She's going to try to take you down, though.
Okay.
Reckless, great weapon master. Does a 16 hit.
Yes, it does.
That's max damage. 25 slashing damage, reduced to 12.
Okay. I am still standing.
Oh my god!
I'm holding on real tight to that short sword, but
She slices into you. Just go down! And that's going to take us to Dakar.
I'm gonna David and Goliath this and just.
Take her out with a stone.
We'll see.
Get her.
Did she reckless attack?
Yes, she
yeah,
did.
she did.
So am I at advantage? Or is it only melee attacks against her?
Technically, but I'm allowing it for my campaign. You're welcome.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I think I want to hit regardless. 16 to hit.
Yep. Come on, Bible study.
4 biblical damage.
Happy Pride.
Biblical
Yeah.
damage.
She kind of teeters for a little bit, but doesn't fall. It's not that heavy of damage.
Weebles wobble.
But I don't fall
You never
down.
know. All right. Well, that was fun. Kelnys.
Right.
Oh, did you want to use?
Hold on, yeah. I'm gonna, sorry that didn't do more Kelnys, but you can do it. I'm gonna cast Healing Word on her again. Oh.
Are you using your movement to travel further?
8 hit points. Yes, as far as I can get, yeah.
All right, Kelnys.
Thanks, Jakar. You got me standing. Alright, I am going to try and hit Diana. Is it at advantage?
Yep.
Yes, 15 to hit.
15 will hit.
And 12 damage.
Top of the order.
Oh!
Kamara, what are you doing?
She's running in and then running out. 16.
16 will hit.
$17.
It's like I'm watching you mad.
Leave me alone. We haven't been in school for a long time.
Distance lurking.
Yes. And then she's running out.
The blade kind of sinks in, and she kind of holds on for a little bit, and then you rip the blade out, and she kind of just tracks you with her eyes.
Oh.
It's not looking good. Not looking good at all. However, it is her turn. Reckless, Great Weapon Master. 17 does hit.
It does.
15 points of slashing damage, that is 7 with the reduced.
Okay.
Yep, and that's all she's gonna do. She knows the only way she can do is muscle you down.
She's doing a good job.
Dekar.
I'm gonna use my bonus action to cast Magic Stone again.
Okay.
As I pull some of those stones in my pocket. And
Stearns.
Stearns. I'm gonna send our Stern her way. 20 to hit.
Yeah.
Am I at advantage or not?
Yes, you are.
Yes, you are.
Just in case. 6 damage.
How do you want to do that?
Pulling out my nice glowing stone, slinging it up, starting to spin. Fortune Milan! Send it right at her. And just slightly lower on her face.
As it goes, and you see her holding on to that rapier end of Kimura, who pulls it back, and the stone just comes out of the purview of Kimura's head as she ducks, and she sees it just travel. Slow motion, just kind of stares at it and looks at you, and it hits the wall and just bounces and hits her in the back of the head, and you hear a resounding crack as she just kind of stumbles and then face plants right into the sand. And that's what we're going to pick up next time.
Once again in the pit!
In the pit! So thank you very much for staying tuned with us. We will pick up and see what the aftermath is of this win, because technically it could go anywhere. Is the rest of the group going to swarm the pit and challenge them further? Are they going to be able to make a getaway? Does this buy them entry into the Deus of Cain? And really, what is the next thing in store for them? Are they going to be in Lakota? Are they going to stay in Kesh? We'll find out. But you got to come back for next episode. So make sure you subscribe, and we'll see you. Till then, class dismissed.
That's the funniest thing you've ever said!
Thanks for watching.
If you enjoyed this video, make sure you give it a thumbs up.
Subscribe below and be sure to follow us on all of our social medias at Night School RPG.
See you in class.